Morning broke quietly over the dusty village of Umofia. Ikenna sat outside his hut, sipping cold tea from a cracked cup. He used to be a man full of laughter and hope, but marriage had drained it all. His wife, Ngozi, once sweet and gentle, had grown sharp-tongued and bitter. "Ngozi," he called softly, "I made yam porridge." She hissed. "Eat your poverty food alone." He sighed. "I only wanted us to share breakfast." "You and your useless kindness," she sneered, slamming the door. The sound echoed through the compound. Even the chickens scattered. The neighbors whispered. Everyone could see how the woman he loved had become the storm that drowned his peace. Under the harsh sun, Ikenna walked alone in the farm. Sweat rolled down his face as he dug through the red earth, whispering to himself, "If I work harder, maybe she'll love me again." He carried cassava home, his hands blistered. Ngozi stood at the doorway, arms folded. "That's all you brought," she mocked. "I'll sell some tomorrow and buy you soap." "Soap? Buy yourself dignity first," she spat. He said nothing. The silence hurt more than her words. Later that night, he placed his calloused hands together and prayed quietly, "God, teach me how to live with pain." Sunday arrived. The church bell rang across the village. Ngozi walked out in her bright yellow lace gown, gold earrings glittering in the sun. She looked like royalty, while Ikenna wore a faded white shirt and slippers with cracked soles. At the church gate, people greeted her warmly. "Ngozi, your beauty lights the day." She smiled proudly and replied, "Some of us were born for comfort, not struggle." Her eyes met Ikenna's, and she turned away. After service, she left with another man's motorcycle. Ikenna waited by the roadside until dusk, holding her Bible in silence. That night, she returned late, smelling of perfume and laughter that wasn't his. Weeks turned into months of quiet pain. Ikenna fixed neighbors' chairs, fetched water for widows, and helped the poor. But his kindness only angered Ngozi more. "You think people's pity will feed us?" she shouted. He looked up calmly. "At least pity is softer than hate." She threw his plate to the ground. "You talk too much for a weak man." That night, he sat outside watching fireflies. "Even fireflies shine in darkness," he whispered. But his heart was breaking piece by piece. One afternoon, rain clouds gathered above Umofia. Ngozi threw a pot of stew to the floor, shouting, "You forgot salt again." "I'm sorry," Ikenna said softly, bending to clean. "You're sorry for everything," she snapped. He caught her hand mid-slap, eyes glistening. "Ngozi, I've never wanted to hurt you." She froze, shocked. He released her hand slowly and walked into the rain. Drops mixed with his tears as he whispered, "Maybe peace only lives outside this house." Rumors spread quickly. Ngozi was seen laughing with a strange man near the river. That night, Ikenna followed quietly and saw her hand resting on the man's shoulder. He didn't speak, didn't shout, only turned back. His heart broke quietly like dry wood under pressure. At dawn, she entered the hut smiling. "I was at night vigil," she lied. He smiled weakly. "Yes. God sees all things." For the first time, her smile vanished. The truth in his calm voice struck deeper than anger ever could. Ikenna's silence became haunting. He spoke to no one, smiled at no one. The children stopped by, asking, "Uncle, are you sick?" He smiled faintly. "I am fine. Just tired of shouting in my heart." That night, he found an old love letter Ngozi wrote years ago, "My Ikenna, my forever love." He traced her name with trembling fingers and whispered, "Where did you go, my Ngozi?" Inside, she packed her bag. "I'm leaving this house of sorrow." He didn't stop her. He just nodded and said, "Go, if it will bring you peace." Thunder cracked through the sky that night. Ngozi stormed out into the rain shouting, "I deserve better than you." He ran after her. "Ngozi, please don't go in this storm." She turned. "Stay away from me." He slipped, falling into the mud, his body trembling. When he stood up, she was gone. He returned home, soaked, whispering, "Even the storm takes what it wants." He sat by the door till morning, the rain still pouring, his heart fading with each drop. For 5 long days, Ikenna didn't eat. He sat under the mango tree, staring into the distance. The neighbors begged him to come inside. He smiled weakly. I'm just waiting for peace to find me. That evening, he took out Ngozi's letter, wrote beneath it. I hope you find what you were searching for, Ngozi. I found my rest. When the rain began again, he leaned against the tree, closed his eyes, and drifted quietly away, finally free from pain. The next morning, villagers gathered under the mango tree. Ikenna's body lay still, a soft smile on his face. Ngozi rushed from afar, her clothes soaked in tears and guilt. Ikenna. No. Please wake up, she cried, falling beside him. In his hand lay the letter, the last proof of his love. She pressed it to her chest, sobbing, I killed the only man who truly loved me. The villagers bowed their heads as thunder roared faintly in the distance. That day, Umofia wept for the man whose heart broke in silence.